Hello and welcome to Train Symbiotic and my new format videos. I'll start the intro in a second, then explain to you about the changes and what we're going to do in today's episode. Well, you've just seen the first change. I'm now going to do a short little introduction before I have the title sequence. So that's going to be my first change to the channel. The next change I'm going to have is going to be what's known as B-roll, which is stuff like this. Or even like this. So just little things to show, to give you a little distraction. I'll still be doing my video once a week, and I'll still be working on the layout, and I'll still be going to shows. I'll just try to make the videos even better. So today we're going to look at this. It's been on my shopping list for the last 3 months. And I've finally picked it up at Wally. So what I'll do is I'll unbox it on my desk, then we'll go up into the attic and then show you what there is to do to it. So I'll swap across to my desk cam. This is the Train Tech DS9 home distance red, yellow, green signal. As you can see, it's only got one lens. So I'll quickly unbox this for us. And we can see what we get in here. So we get a lovely instruction manual. We get all the accessories. And then we get the signal with the arms to stick underneath the track for power. And then 2 little holes there to actually power it if you're not using that system. I don't use that system because it draws power from a block. Also my track's already glued down. So this is going to go just before the tunnel mouth in the valley of my layout. So I'll quickly pause the camera and then show you what we get, what the instructions say. Okay, I've read the instructions. It's just as easy as all the other signals I use from them. You have 2 contacts just there, which you use to set the address. You'll be using 2 lots of addresses with this, but if I have read the instructions correctly, you just set the first address and then it will use the 2 addresses in the sequence, but we'll confirm this up in the attic. And then you have the power coming in either there or through those holes. So the next job is to take it up into the attic and have a play with it. I have attached the signal by cables here, and you can see it's getting power and it's now shining green. So we've got the ECOS here. First thing I need to do is to create a new address for that. This is going to take 2 addresses, but I'll start off by just programming 1. So I click that button and that. See if it's actually have a multicolour signal. I'll choose that for the time being. I'll select an address of 51. So 50 DS9 and press tick. Then set that one up as 52. To program it, actually puts it into the correct mode, so to program it, I'll set that to red, and then I'll just make contact with the two contacts there, which I need a slightly longer wire for, as the screwdriver is a bit too short, but luckily I have a paper clip. I've now got to the staple, if it's going to focus, bent into a U shape, so I'll use that to activate the signal. So that's now in program mode, so if I send the program command through, I now have these two switches programmed. This one changed it to orange, and it doesn't matter how it's flipped, that will always set to orange, and this will be red and green, so green, orange, red, but it would actually start off with green. So train past the signal, so I press it to red. Then as the train approach the next block or clear block, it changed to orange, and then that turned to green. So it can turn from green to orange if a block here in front going gets occupied, and then it can turn to red, or it can turn to green. So that's how that signal's done. What I now need to do is solder these two wires on and clip the end off. I'll get that done and show you it being installed on the layout. So we're now at the point where the signal is going to be installed, and it's going to lift just here. So first thing I need to do is make a hole for the cable, so I'll use this old screwdriver and clear these bits. So just push down till I have a nice hole. And that's now ready to take the cable. So I'll just keep on feeding the cable down here. This is black and blue cable because that is my DCC/track power cable colour. Black and blue is DCC track. Brown and purple is 12 volts. Yellow and brown is 16 alternating. And then I have some sub colours as well, which I use for short strips. You also got red, green and white, which are for signals, points. At the moment the track is turned off, so I can do this without causing too much problems. So what I'm going to do is actually move the position of that hole, as it's a bit too far over. But as it's just cardboard underneath, it's quite easy to do. So that's now going to get removed from there and fed in for new hole. So I should be able to put my hand underneath and find the cable, which I have. So that can now sit there like so. And just to hold it in place, I'll put a nice glob of glue down. This is my normal glue, which I describe what it is in many other videos. So that can be put there, and then just use that as a weight, which won't work. So I'll just hold it while it's setting, and I'll come back to you with the working signal shortly. Because I'm down here, I might as well actually get this part of this job finished. So I've got some Whittle & Seam plaster cloth, which I'll open the pack. I've got some balm, and I've got some water. So what I'll do is measure out a piece of plaster so that it can go just over the edge. Cut it, and then do the other piece. So that will go over there. This will mean the railway will be out of action for a day or so where everything dries off, but that's not a big disaster for me. So what I'll do is, that one's the middle, that's one side, that's the other. So it fits in there, so I'll quickly put some water in it. And put it on the base, which really isn't the best idea. Then just soak the sheet, and then just lay it over the board. Just get out any major creases. Then I'll move this to the other side, do the next piece, exactly the same method. So just place it over the side, like so. I want to try to keep it as flat as I can, and again just run my hand all over it just to get everything looking half decent. And then we have the last piece, which I'll just lay over the middle. And by the time I'm up here next, this should be nicely set, and then it will just need a quick coat of paint on it. So as I can't really go much further, I'll move you over to the other side and show you what I got planned for the next video. I'll leave everything to dry and show you what we got up to at the beginning of the next episode so you can see how it's looking. But what we're working on next week, if you watch my Christmas live streams, you'll know I received these, and I received these. These are the train track smart screens. And next week I'll be doing a setup and review of them. So make sure to set your reminders. and thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. I hope you enjoyed the new format, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you very much. Richard.